guys were in the town, Greenest, and you saved the town from the invading humanoids and kobolds. And you gained a kobold friend of your own.
Gained.
Yes, friend, companion, sidekick. We'll see how that goes in the future. But so all of the humanoids have left, have fled, as you started shutting down what they were doing and interrogating them, obviously, and getting to know what they were doing, and they just kind of left. And so Governor Nighthill, I don't know if you guys remember him or not, but he is the one who kind of gave you all of these little missions. And then he was also one of the people who introduced you to the dwarf who tried to give you the keys. And then the keys never ended up actually working to the tunnel. But so he wants to know who was behind the attack on Greenest, because he doesn't really know, didn't recognize any of the people that were there, and he's curious and wants to know. He also can point out to you, if you go back to meet him, that they are leaving a pretty well trackable or easy trackable trail.
Because they were meet.
Yes. They were carrying lots of gold, as you figured out from the kobold and the humanoid that you captured, that they came here to get all of the treasure, all of the things that could be melted, everything that had even the slightest amount of value to it. And so, with that, they had lots of coins and trinkets and things, and every once in a while you'll see a little bit of coins or trinkets or something that has fallen out of a bag or out of arms or something like that, or and then they are not exactly trying to be stealthy, so you can also see their tracks as well, so, or at least the ranger can point them out to you if need be. But so he has offered to pay you 250 gold per each of you, if you can find out information on who was in charge of the attacks. And if you recover valuables, he wants them returned, but he will do his best to arrange a reward for bringing back valuables and that sort of thing. But as of course, the town doesn't really have any more valuables at the moment, so it's hard to arrange a reward if you don't know what you have. After that, so you're outside of the keep where Governor Nighthill was, but a young man limps up to you, weighing heavily on his bandaged, or limping on his bandaged left leg. He says, I hear that you intend to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. I'd like nothing better than to come with you, but in my current condition, I cannot. I'd just slow you down. In the midst of all this tragedy, there is no reason you would have heard about the fate of my master, Leonson Erethral. But it is important that you know he is a monk from Burdusk. He disappeared last night after we fought a particular savage battle against the raiders. A few others and I fought our way back to the keep, barely, but Leonson didn't make it at all, and we went back this morning to look for him, but all we found were his broken staff and this choker, which he always wore, and he holds up a necklace in front of you, and he says, he has been investigating these raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or worse, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. No one understands these bandits better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable against them. When you find their camp, please look for any sign that Leonson is still there. One of my brothers has already departed for Burdusk to bring back help, but it will be many days before he arrives. Anything you can do before then would be a godsend.
Did he share any of his findings with you?
No, he wrote them all down in his journal, but he always kept it on his person. So most likely, it is still on him. But he was a very private person, and did not want to share the information with anyone else, as he thought it might get somebody else hurt.
Do you know if he traveled anywhere in particular before this?
He always went between Burdusk and here, but other than that, I don't know for sure. I don't think so. He never told me about anything, but obviously I'm just an apprentice, so he didn't have to tell me.
Well, thank you. We will do our best to find him and bring him back alive.
Does he have like a wife or somebody he would have to tell if he went anywhere?
No. He's the head monk of the monastery, and he doesn't have any relations. So he's, again, a very lonely person.
Okay.
I can't. I have forgotten my manners. My name is Nassim Waladrin. So do you have any more questions I can maybe answer for you? I did find, along with this choker, I did find a page that might be from his journal. I'm not really sure. It's not in a language I know.
Take a look at the page. What language? Can we tell what language it is?
What languages do you know?
I know Elvish and Infernal.
Then you do know it. Yes.
Okay.
It's in Elvish,
Okay.
and so you can read it, and it basically is detailing that the monks were returning to Burdusk from the Great Library at Candlekeep, where he was just consulting the librarians in researching the ancient writings on dragon folklore, which it details that dragon cults were his area of interest.
Okay.
Other than that, that's the very broad version, and it's only one page, so it doesn't have lots of information on it. But the choker that the monk has handed you is a silver dragon design with a pendant, and then it is on a leather cord. And then there's a broken quarterstaff that doesn't seem to be anything special.
Okay.
So, do you have any questions for him?
No.
No? Okay.
Let's get down to business.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yep.
I like it. I like how it's starting out. All right. So, where do you guys want to head from here?
Have we had a rest since the last game?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
So
what time of day is it, I guess?
It's
Ooh. Wait.
it is late afternoon.
Okay.
You guys the party arrived in Greenest about like noon, and then Lily and, remind me of your name again, Lisa.
Oh, Dahlia.
Dahlia. Lily and Dahlia, you kind of joined the fight while the raiders were attacking. You just happened to be in Greenest because of some other adventure that you had been on. So you got kind of pulled into it all.
I like fighting.
If we want to take a short rest, I can do a song of rest. I say out of character. But, I get out my bagpipes. If we want to do this, if we want to take a quick hour or short rest, I can give us some HP back.
And you can tell that if you took a short rest, it wouldn't really affect how easily it was for you to track the group, the raiders, because the path that they laid it's not like you're following them as a group. You're following the path. So taking a short rest wouldn't affect the path, if that makes sense.
But a long rest might.
Yes.
Okay. So, we want to take a short rest. I can give us some HP back.
That would probably be good.
Okay. So, I'm going to take out, so I have a schwalm. What is a schwalm? Is it like a guitar?
Sure.
I don't know what a schwalm is. I want to... I've never, like, I know all the other weapons. Like, I have a lyre, I have a flute, bagpipe.
Oh, it's like a recorder.
Perfect.
Oh, it's a recorder. Okay.
It's a D&D clarinet. Great. Love it.
Oh my god, I played clarinet as a kid. Sorry. That was just very random information. Actually, no, I'll take out my lyre, my little harp, and I will sing you all a song of rest. And I'll say, when the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, just remember what your old pal said, boy, you got a friend in me. And there you go.
We have a theme.
You all get 5 extra HP back. Jazz hands.
Right. So you've taken your short rest. It's now about 4:00 in the afternoon. How do you want to proceed from here?
I think I personally would like to go towards what path we have so we can at least catch up or at least not lose what we know. And my favorite terrain is forest, if that helps us get anywhere faster.
It's not... So, basically, what you're going to be traveling on is you're on the outskirts of the forest, but you're kind of on like a hills, valley type terrain. So you can continue, you can follow the path. It's not hard to do. Everybody make me a perception check.
19?
What'd you say?
19?
Okay. Yeah.
14.
15.
19.
On my feet. I got a 3.
Good job. Yeah, you found your feet. Everybody else, though, you will notice many of the footprints in the path are deeper on the retreat than they were on the forward march. So you will glean from that they were definitely being weighed down by something. Whether it was valuables or prisoners, you're not sure, but they were being weighed down by something.
Aakash sort of cocks their head and goes, "Pink elephants on parade!"
I want to do a little bit. I just want to go off the path a little bit and just see if I see any tracks off, like making sure that nobody split off from the main group. Do I see anything?
Nope, it doesn't look like anybody split off, at least not where you can see.
Okay.
But you continue forward. The trail leads south about 12 miles to a more rugged region, where a steep and rocky plateau replace the gently rolling hills. The land between the plateaus is largely flat, broken only by outcroppings and wandering streams in the steep-sided gullies. The plateaus are about 50 to 100 feet high above their surroundings and are difficult to climb, except for where the rocks have fallen. So it can be difficult to get your way across, and it takes you a little longer than it did in the hills, because the hills were just you were climbing up and then climbing down, but here you have to legitimately climb the rocks to be able to get across. You can't go around and still be able to follow the path.
Can I fly up a little bit just to try to see if I can get a little bit of height to look down, just see if I can see anybody ahead of us?
Yes. Are you a winged tiefling? Did I miss that part?
I am.
Okay. Yes, I was like, wait. I thought you were a tiefling.
I am. I got wings.
Nice.
You can
Okay,
fly,
so-
you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
So you can fly up a little bit, and you actually see like a little pillar of smoke coming from one of the ahead plateaus.
All right.
You see some, like, from the distance that you're at right now, you can see like shapes around like a fire.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really tell exactly what's there.
So how far ahead is it? Are we going to hit it before it gets full dark? Or, okay.
You still hit it before it gets full dark, but it's just at the moment you can't see the details of it because of the way that the rocks are, you know?
Do I see any particular path that might help us if we want to do an ambush on them? Instead of following straight where there's another way to go around them a little bit to sneak up on them?
Right. So yes, you can see that they're actually, so what happened is they stopped on one of the outcroppings, so they're on top. So you could go on any of the sides if you wanted to, or obviously you could fly up and do that. This outcropping itself it has rocks on the side, so it won't be hard to climb. It'll just take a little bit of time, and it, as long as you're not like literally banging yourself against the rocks, it shouldn't be too much noise because their little pebbles fall down every once in a while, so it's constant noise, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to fly back down and relay that to everybody else.
Okay, sounds good. Does anybody else want to do anything with that information? Continue forward. Yeah. Okay. So you continue forward. You get over the next one. You can see now everybody's on top. You can see the other one and the people surrounding the fire, and there looks to be about 12 shapes surrounding it. But some of them are smaller than others, and then the 4 of them look to be about human-sized, and then 8 of them look to be about Kobe-sized. So, whatever you want to do. And then, so how do you want to get... You could go around them. There is a way to go around them. If you don't want to interact with them.
That sounds distinctly less fun.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we need to, I mean, especially if we want to get their treasures back.
Yes.
You gotta keep one jump ahead of the red line.
It looks like this group straggled behind as they caught a few prairie hens and wanted to roast their dinner, and they didn't continue forward with the rest of the group. But so it doesn't look like the rest of the group is nearby. That's what I'm getting at. So, what do you want to do?
So they're on top of an outcropping. Are there other ones that are a little bit further away that within like shooting, like longbow distance?
Yes.
Okay. We have and none of them have kind of made any. They're not. Are they still all sitting around the fire? They haven't noticed us approaching.
No.
Okay.
They're not actively looking. They don't think anybody's following them.
Okay.
Which, take that as you will.
I could theoretically, if I went to another outcropping, shot a few arrows that would draw them looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody else other people wanted to go up other ways and get them from behind or the sides.
I don't know.
Yes, no.
Depends on what they want to do. Does Dr. Dawnbreaker or Valonia, do you have any preference on that?
I'd rather not be in melee range. I spent most of the first session in melee range, and I'm worried.
Yeah, I was in melee, and I'm very limited on my ability to heal or help anyone.
I like to hide back and.
Yeah, I have one spell slot.
I don't see the problem with that.
You want to do couple of range attacks from several different outcroppings?
Yeah,
You could do that.
surround them.
Yeah.
And then your fighter can go up melee.
Yeah, because that's all I know how to do.
Yeah, that's fair. So you can go, if you want to, you can go I don't know, you could do 2 on one and then 2 on the other. Akrat, would you rather be in melee or ranged?
Word she can understand. Do you want to push it real good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only respond in song lyrics. No. I'm going to say, yeah. Actually, no. Let's get down to business. Defeat the Huns.
Yes, because. Okay, so you're going melee with Lily. So you can do one. There's 3 outcroppings, that are or like plateaus, and one is on either side. They're on the middle one. So you could.
Akrat's going to take out their lyre again and slowly hum. I know you. The Once Upon a Dream, and kind of mime sleeping. I can put people to sleep if that makes it easier.
Always.
Or I can light them up like a Christmas tree.
I could do that too. Like if we're just setting stuff on fire, like we could just.
I think that might make it a little less helpful for stealth, but yeah, sure, you could do that.
I could do a fog cloud.
Oh, unfortunate.
It's 120. It's 120 feet across.
That's fair.
But then it's harder for people to hit from distance.
Yeah, then I really can't hit anything. Kind of defeats the purpose.
Right, yeah. So
there's not a lot of utility at second level.
So I'm thinking Dr. Dawnbreaker and Valonia, you're going to be on the leftmost outcropping. Dahlia, you can be on the rightmost. And Lily and Akrat, you can climb up onto the middle and be in melee. Sound good? All right. I'm going to have everybody roll initiative. We're just going to have everybody start at the top so that we can save a little bit of time there. Okay. Is anybody 20 or above?
I got a natural 24.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sorry. And now I've wasted my natural 20 on initiative.
Anyone 15 to 20?
19.
15.
Okay, so 2 15s and a 19, yes?
I had a 16.
Oh, 16. Okay, so Melonia is 19 and Talia is 16 and Dr. Dawnbreaker is 15 and Lily is 6. Yes, that's okay. You need one of those in every...
Oh, do you want me to roll for Kobe?
Yes, please.
Kobe got a 4.
You're not going last, Lily. Do you want Kobe up in melee?
Yeah, he's. Wait, let me look at his. Let me look at his stat block here.
Kind of important to know.
Yeah,
Did we put like a flag or something on him so we know which kobold is ours and which one's the enemy? You know.
He'll be right next to me.
Also, very possible to have another kobold next to you.
Well, hopefully, I mean, if a kobold goes and attack you, then I'm like, well, that one's next to you too.
Well,
we'll put.
to be fair, Kobe is
adorable.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. He is a trap master kobold, so he has more items and a slightly taller and leaner build than the short and stubby kobolds.
Okay, so the slightly more attractive kobold. Okay.
So, so he can make a pit digger trap or an ensnaring, entangling snare trap if we want him to. But he needs 10 minutes before combat to do that.
Well, at the moment we just
don't have 10 minutes.
So we don't have 10 minutes unless you want to wait 600 rounds.
No, we'll be good.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so Akrat, you are first. We're gonna start at the top of the outcroppings.
Okay, so if I peek over the outcropping, what do I see?
You see a group of 12 people or 12 humanoids sitting around. Well, so the 4 humanoids are sitting around the fire, and then there are 8 kobolds that are kind of eating half cooked chicken and then kind of like walking around in a circle, and then they'll sit down for a second and then they'll get up and then walk around more, and they just seem very restless, but at the same time they don't seem to be looking for hostiles.
I am going to how many of them can I get within a 20-foot cube?
All of them.
Yay, perfect. So I'm gonna pop my little Kenku head above, and I'm going to pull up my lyre. I'm gonna strum. I'm gonna say, "Salakadoo, la bitchkaboo, la biggity boppity boo," and they're gonna get fairy fired.
Okay, so I need to make 12 dexterity saving throws.
Yes, DC 12. Please do.
Okay. Get all of the d20s.
I'm gonna light them up like a Christmas tree.
Okay. 4 succeeded, 3 failed.
Yay!
And then... So 7 succeeded and 5 failed. So
that's good.
4 humans and 1 kobold failed. Okay.
And who is up next to me again?
It is Valonia.
Valonia. I'm gonna look at you, Valonia. With my bonus action, I'm going to say, be prepared, and basically give you bardic inspiration. So there you go.
Okay.
So that's my last bardic inspiration and my last spell slot, and now I'm booking it 30 feet back down that hill.
Okay, so you want to climb back down?
Yep, I'm going down.
Okay, sounds good. And that'll be Valonia's turn.
So I'm within 30 feet.
Yes.
So I am going to. I'll use Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Probably one of the kobolds.
Okay. Do you want to go after the kobold that has fairy fire on it?
Correct.
Okay.
Because Thorn Whip will actually allow me to make a roll against them.
Yes.
Yep. So add advantage.
Go right ahead and do that. Not exactly the most tough thing to hit.
Shade.
Well, it really wanted me to roll a 19, so I rolled a 14 twice, plus 5 to hit. So
Okay. Yes, so you definitely hit the kobold.
okay, and I do 5 damage.
Okay. So,
Can the Bardic Inspiration can't be used for damage at this point, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not a Valor Bard. Not yet.
right. Is that the end of your turn, Valonia?
I think so.
Okay. And then that will be Dahlia.
What are they doing over there? Is anybody moving? I mean, we've had one shot off, or what are they doing right now?
They're all grabbing their weapons and standing up. And right now, the humans are blaming the kobolds, and the kobolds are blaming the humans.
Okay.
So there's a little. You can tell that there's obviously mistrust between the two groups.
Okay, then I'm gonna go for one of the humans.
Okay.
Get the attention before our melee gets up there. Oh, I'm guessing an 8 isn't gonna do it.
It will not.
Oh, bad die. All right, that's all I got.
Okay. And then so that'll be Dr. Darnbreaker.
Okay, so we've only hit one of the kobolds, right?
Yes.
Okay, and it's
He's not looking great, but yes.
okay. I'm going to shoot a firebolt at that one and then try to duck into cover behind some rocks.
Sounds good.
That is a 9, so that's probably not good.
That will not hit.
Okay, so that was it. That's all I had.
Okay, sounds good. This is going great for them.
I know.
I've lit them up like. Wait, did you roll an advantage?
Oh, right.
Oh, yes.
I've lit them up like Christmas trees.
So 12. Is that any better?
Yes, that actually hits. Also, Donna,
Yay!
you will get advantage too, because you are shooting at one of the humans. All of the humans have fairy fire on them.
Oh, okay.
2
Yeah,
damage?
2 points of damage.
Okay, that actually takes out that kobold.
It's 14 hit now.
I need
yes,
so much
14
help to
does.
do something.
All right, so that is 4 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. So now we got a little more damage going on there. And it is their turn. And they're going to go after Kobe and Lily, because you both are up there. Right in the thick of things. So two humans and 3 kobolds are going to go after Kobe. And 4 kobolds and 2 humans are going to go after Lily.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, you're the ones who split this up. Okay, so the ones, we'll do Lily's first. So 2 miss, 3 miss, and then I crit once.
Oh no. That made it up. That made up for it.
And
Yes.
then the 2 humans. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, that does not hit. It got to a 15. So just the 1 crit on you.
Wait, who got crit?
The fighter got crit.
No, that's actually a nat 1.
Okay. Divine or dice.
Yep.
Yay!
Apparently.
So, and then on
It was foretold.
okay, what is Kobe's AC?
12.
Okay, so he got hit twice.
Okay.
Both times with daggers.
Oh, buddy.
No.
That'll be 10 damage.
He is still up.
Oh my gosh.
He's got 3 HP left.
That is one strong kobold.
Would changing one of those rolls to a 7 change if you got hit or not? Or
Yes, that would. Wait.
Yes, it would.
okay, so I'll use my other one for that.
So,
too.
okay, so you only take 5 damage, Kobe.
Okay.
That is
That's
all
even better. He is even more alive. With 8.
So nobody else get hit with a crit. That's all I've got.
So that is the end of their turn. It is now your turn, Lily.
Yay! 4 humans total. How many can I get from where I am? Like, is there one?
Yeah, they're all basically in one area, so you can reach. Currently, 2 are within melee range of you, but if you sidestepped, you could get 3 of them. You do have advantage, by the way.
19?
Yes, that'll hit.
Nice.
And 11.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that human is not looking good at all. No. And then it is Kobe, or is that at the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. And Kobe's turn.
So Kobe has one that is in melee with him.
He has 5 that are in melee with him.
Oh, well, that's great. So I'm gonna. That's gonna be a. He's gonna make a dagger attack.
Okay.
Either a dagger or a sling. Does a 11 hit?
No. Well, is he attacking a human or a kobold?
Human?
Then yes.
Yay! I chose correct. Human question mark? I don't know. Oh, good. Max damage. 6 points of damage.
All right. Sounds good.
Yay for Kobe.
Yes. And we are back to the top. Akrat.
Yay! All right. Aakash is going to. Let's see. I can now see the 5 that are clustered around Kobe, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to point at one of them and saying, "Poor unfortunate soul," and cast vicious mockery on one of the humans.
Okay, sounds good. How is a nat 1 for you?
That sounds great. I like that. I want more of that. Yay, max damage! 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Psychic damage. I'm
Level
very
2.
excited about this.
Totally wrecked. Awesome job.
He starts to tear up.
Little blood comes out of the ear.
He's just
Out
like
the nose.
he starts to imagine himself as one of those like the weird sea creatures
Oh yeah, the little
Ursula's
like.
singing to when she's singing for unfortunate souls. Yeah, the one that she wants to turn Ariel's king.
Yeah.
Anyway, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I feel pretty good 30 feet back, so I'm just gonna stay where I am and sort of try to hunker down, maybe.
Sounds good. That'll be Valonia.
Okay. If I were to target one of the creatures around Kobe, there's 5 around them.
Yes.
would I be able to target one of them so I could? Basically, I want to use ice knife so that it does
Yes.
if it hits, it does 5 feet around. So that I just want to be able to hit as many of them, but not hit Kobe.
So what you would probably end up doing is centering it in the middle where you would hit both some of the ones on him and on Lily, but it wouldn't hit either Lily or Kobe.
That's exactly what I would like to do.
Okay, you can definitely do that. Would you like to center it on a human or a kobold?
I would like to center it on whoever is glowing.
Yes, you can do that'll be the humans.
Okay. So, okay, cast those. And ooh, 16 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's I didn't. I should have advantage. Okay.
You do
that.
good.
Yeah, not quite as good. And then. Okay. So then I rolled a 8 with the damage.
Okay.
And then the creatures next to it need to make a dexterity saving throw of, where's my DC? 13, or they take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay. So the 2 kobolds that were around the human make it, but the other human does not. So you have, go ahead and roll your 2d6.
Oh, 2 6s.
Wow.
Make it rain!
You have managed to kill 2 of the humans.
You do not mess. You do not mess with Kobe.
No. One of the humans that was on Lily and one of the humans that was on Kobe have been killed.
Is it the one I hit already?
Yes.
Okay.
So that one and then the one that Kobe hit have been killed. And is that the end of your turn, Valonia?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, sounds great, and that'll be Dahlia.
All right, I want to hit one of the humans that is, I think there's, are they all around Lily right now?
One's on Lily and one's on Kobe.
Okay, I want to hit the one that's on Lily first.
Okay.
Hopefully. Let's go there. Well, let's hope a 21 hits.
Yes.
All right.
Don't worry about that.
All right, that's 6 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. And that will be Dr. Dawnbreaker's turn.
All right, so who else left?
You've got 7 kobolds and 2 humans.
Okay. Are any of them in an area where I could get a bunch of them with a 15-foot cone of fire?
Yes. You could get, trying to think, 3 of the kobolds on the outer edge.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Spell slots. So DC 13. No. Yes, dex save.
Okay. Assuming a 5 and a 4 will not make it.
No.
But an 18 will.
Okay, so 12 points of damage for the 2 that failed and 6 for the one that made it.
Okay. The 2 12s are dead.
Sweet.
So you have successfully killed 3 of the 8 kobolds.
Yeah.
And that will be their turn. So right now, Lily, you have 1 human and trying to think how many kobolds there were. 3 kobolds, and then Kobe has 1 human and 2 kobolds. Okay. A 4 does not hit Lily, and a 7 does not hit Lily. A 20 does, though, right?
Natural again?
No, not natural.
Oh, good.
No. But a dirty 20. Dirty 20 will, all right. Okay. That will be 4 points of damage. And then on Kobe, I'm assuming a 12 hits and a
Mhm.
and 20 hits.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's 10 damage.
For Kobe,
Yes.
he is unconscious.
Okay.
So how about if our sidekick dies in the very like we get him one session, he dies the next one?
I
Make death saves.
he does get to make death saves. I'm going to try and not kill him.
If he dies, let's
Okay.
kill the other ones, and it's like you're the new Kobe.
New Kobe.
Kobe 2.
I wouldn't
Yes.
even know
We
the
do.
difference.
We have to save one of the kobolds.
Just move the hat to whatever one we want to keep.
Exactly.
Kobe part 2.
You are the new Kobe. It's like the Dread Pirates Robert.
He's
Yes.
like, my name is like it's like it doesn't matter what your name was.
Nope. You're not Kobe. Technically, none of the kobolds are named, so you don't have to worry about that. And it is Lily's turn.
I'm glad we don't have to strip them of their identities. Okay, there's a human by me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try. It's still on fire, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
I crit him. Is he dead?
Yes.
18.
Yes.
Ooh.
Goodbye, human. So now you just have the 3 kobolds left on you. And that is Kobe's turn, so go ahead and make me a death save.
I'm gonna use my ducky dice. Let's see how it does. That was a 19.
Wow, that is a yes. All right, and then Akrat.
Okay. So, okay. Gonna do vicious mockery again because that's all I got. The tank.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Against which one? The last human or one of the kobolds?
One of the kobolds that's on Kobe.
Okay, so one of the last ones that has been hit.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a 6?
That will do it. Yeah. Let's kill it. Let's. That's a whopping 1 damage.
That does actually kill it.
Yay!
Okay. And then Valonia.
Okay. Is there any more in the general Kobe vicinity?
Yes. There is one
Should be on
kobold.
him.
Yes, one kobold and 1 human.
Only the human is
Very fair, yes.
okay. I will go after the human.
Okay.
Uh, 14 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And well, I'm doing Thorn Whip, so and 4 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay, sounds good. Dahlia.
All right, so we've got what, 3 kobolds still on Lily?
Yes.
Okay, any of them fairy fired?
But
Okay.
there's one. Yeah, no, none of the kobolds on Lily have.
Okay, now we only get 1 shot. Let's make it good. 18 do it.
Yes.
All right, that would be 5 damage.
Okay. It's not looking great. It's not dead. Not dead yet, but.
Well, I don't want to keep one that's not looking great alive to be the new Kobe. So really,
just get rid of it.
Yeah,
I guess it has dings.
Are we kobold shaming right now?
No,
No, we're
it's damage shaming.
we're
Fair
looking
enough.
for mint condition, not full of arrows.
I mean, to be fair, you did attack Kobe before you captured him.
We're trying to do better
I don't
this
remember
time.
how we got him.
Kobe 5 minutes, so I don't have an attachment really to him yet.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay. Dr. Dawnbreaker.
How many? There's 1 human and 3 kobolds. Is that what we're down to?
No, 1 human and 4 kobolds.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna shoot at the human.
Okay.
Dirty 20
Yes.
or 1 points of fire damage.
Sounds good. Okay. It is their turn. And the 3 kobolds, actually, now all of them are just going to go after Lily. Because,
Sorry, Lily.
so you have 1 human and 4 kobolds. The human rolled a 2. And then kobold 1 rolled a 1. Oh my gosh, my dice hate me.
But they love us.
That's true. And then a 14. Okay. And so I think only the 19 and the 20 will hit. Unless you have an insane level 2 armor class. That'll be 6 points of damage.
For all of us old school players, I will say that I am bloodied with that. Anything to you.
Okay.
Yes. All right. And then I think that's all of their turns. So Lily.
Get to hit them back.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 human left?
What'd you say?
There's still a human left?
Yes, there's still a human left, and then there is a very injured kobold.
Is the human within squish range?
Yes.
Cool. Dirty 20.
Yes.
And 13.
Okay. It is a dead squish range now.
That's
So- No more humans.
The
And
humans are
at the
dead.
sight of the human falling, the kobolds start to run.
Ooh.
We're scary.
So, Lily, you will get a attack of opportunity if you would like one.
Oh, why not?
Do you want me to roll another death save for Kobe?
Not yet. It is not his turn.
Okay.
That's only a 12.
Okay, that'll actually hit one of the kobolds.
Okay. 10 even.
Okay, that kills one of them. So now you just have 2 left, and then, 2 uninjured and 1 injured left. So now they're scattering. And it is Kobe's turn. So now it's your
Yeah, we're-
turn. Now you can do the death save.
Yay! I will use the ducky die again. That's a 15.
Okay. Sounds good. It is your turn, Akra. You have kobolds running away. And
Okay. I would like to run up to Kobe and I will say, "Wake me up before you go." And I'm gonna. Can I do like a medicine check to try to stabilize him?
yes, you can.
Okay, let's see. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
That was no. That was a 1. Plus 4 is
okay.
5.
Give him a failed death save.
Yep. That's what I figure. I make it worse. Come out.
and excellent. Perfect. Love it. Love it. All right, Bologna.
Okay. I will go over to him, and I will attempt to make a medicine check
Sounds good.
on Kobe.
Okay.
And now I'm just sobbing. Wake me up before you go.
I rolled a 16 plus 3, so 19.
Yes, you can stabilize Kobe.
Yay.
He is no longer making death saves. All right. And then that'll be Dahlia.
How far away is Lily? Is it within 30 feet? Can I fly over to her?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly over to her and I'm gonna do cure wounds.
Okay. My only question is, are we letting the kobolds escape?
I mean, do they take anything with them? Are they going in one general direction, or are they scattering all over?
They kind of went the same, like they kind of went like this. So they went in 3 different directions in one direction, if that makes
You
sense.
probably shouldn't let them escape.
My handy dandy diorama.
Yes.
Well, if Lily can hold on another turn, I don't know how. I mean, I guess they're not on you anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll try shooting one of them.
Okay.
Why not?
Are you gonna shoot at the injured one?
I'm not gonna shoot anything because I rolled a 3 + 6 of 9. So
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds good.
So that was a waste of time. Okay.
All right, Dr. Dawnbreaker.
I will shoot at the injured one with a firebolt. 15
Yes, that'll hit.
or 4 points of damage.
Okay. That will down it. So,
3 firebolts combined. I've hit 7 points total. This is
Yay.
pitiful.
yes. All right. It is their turn. They're just going to use their action to keep running. So that'll be Lily's turn.
How far away are they?
They're about 60 feet away.
Well, that's lame.
But they are climbing down the rock. So if you wanted to try and drop something on them, it is an option.
Well,
All fighters can cast avalanche. It's canon.
there are giant rocks I can just drop.
Yes.
Right, it's like cast push on rock.
I cast rock.
The only spell I know.
You got to be careful. When you say the, Dwayne Johnson shows up though, so you got to be careful when you cast it. It's all in the wording.
And you can't use magic.
Granted,
You can't say that it's magic rock.
Granted, dropping the rock on someone would also hurt.
What can I say? Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, legit
sorry.
rock cannot sing. That whole movie was ruined by the fact that like every time he started singing, I was like, really? This is with help?
I saw a video that Dwayne Johnson's daughter doesn't believe that Maui is her dad, and it's so adorable. He goes, after the 300 or 3,000th and something time of watching this, do you think Maui is dead? No. Do you want to watch it again? Yes. It's just really adorable.
If he tries to sing along, she shushes him.
Of course, because he can't sing.
Yep.
Like, Dad,
Well,
I
for
thought
episode.
you're not going to do it.
Right. All right. What are you gonna drop in a rock?
Just on a straight stat.
I'm sorry. What?
What do you want me to roll?
Roll a strength check to see if you can pick it up, or athletics. Do athletics.
25.
Oh,
Yes. You can definitely pick it up. So you pick it up and you carry it over, and you aim it at one of the kobolds, and you just drop it.
I can. and figure out the trajectory if I'm
You
smart enough.
roll for him.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll an attack plus your strength.
I've updated my battle map.
24.
Oh.
Oh no.
You drop it.
Yep.
Oh no.
Go ahead and roll. So what it's going to be is it's going to be 2d6 for fall damage, and then another 2d6 because rock helping fall damage.
2d6 plus 2d6 because rock.
Yes.
It seems a little bit like unnecessarily cruel. I'm feeling a little bit bad now that I was saying we can't let him get away. I regret that statement.
Well, this kobold no longer exists. It is now kobold mush.
It has
On the
been
ground.
splatted.
Yeah, It's smush. So that's fun.
I'm done.
Perfect. It is Kobe's turn. He is stabilized. So
Yay. So I would like to scramble over and look at the last kobold that is down at the cliff. And I'm gonna take out my light crossbow and I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, "You must be swift as the coursing river." Just hopefully. Oh no, that's a natural 20.
Okay. When you roll
no.
damage, roll me percentile as well.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna kill this thing. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad now.
No new Kobe for you.
Oh. Math is hard. 11. So 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then you said a percentile?
Yes, please.
I get to roll percentile dice. That's 75.
Okay, so you managed to kill this kobold. And what happened was, when you shot the arrow, you shot it at such an angle that it shot through him and into one of the crevices that he was using as a handhold. So now he's just pinned to the outcropping.
Oh no!
Well, that's a warning to other kobolds who might want to camp here.
What can I say except you're welcome?
No, Aakash, bad. Inappropriate time for that.
What? No, you should be singing is the one where he goes, "What can I say except we're dead soon."
Soon. We're dead soon.
Somber moment.
Yes.
How long
We're out
is
of combat now.
How long is Kobe unconscious for?
Roll a d4.
Okay. 3 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So
should
you can camp here.
Okay.
If you
Went
would
so well for the last group that tried that, so let's do it.
Yeah, we should probably look around. We should probably do our searches for any items that we want or that we need to gather before we set out camp. But I would also suggest doing that off-road.
Yes. Well, there is also some valuables on underneath the rock and pinned to the side of the outcropping. So there is that whenever and if ever you decide to retrieve those.
I vote you break it, you buy it.
Does that include Kobe?
Are we
Yeah.
talking about the rock or the
No,
kobold?
I'm just saying, like, if you're the one that squished him down the hill, you have to go down there and get the stuff off him.
Oh yeah. Well, you do also all have to go down there eventually. But
Oh, yeah, that's right.
but you can camp here, take a long rest. You find the valuables that were on the humans and the kobolds, and find half-cooked chicken, and a couple of prairie hens, I think it is, which I guess are also technically chicken, but yeah, that's where you can rest for tonight.
Okay.
So, take a long rest, get your slots back.
So the whole time I make sure that Kobe never looks at the scene. I just make sure that his attention is always away from where all the kobold damage happened.
We have 3 hours to clean this up before he's going to wake up, so we can kind of
clean it up a little bit, take the air
everything elsewhere about it before he gets up and be like, what?
I mean, I could fly to the one that's pinned and take whatever's on him and, I guess, unpin him.
That's fair. You can do that. It might take a little bit because that arrow is like wedged in between a rock and a hard place. So,
I just cut the arrow.
Also fair.
I mean, I can't reuse it.
Yeah, that might be a bit hard. But, and then, is there anything else you want to do during your long rest? No? All right, perfect. So the long rest goes without issue, and you get everything back, and then you can continue forward. And Kobe is just very confused as to why there's like little spots of red on the ground. He's like, what happened here? Did something happen?
Well, I mean, he was alive. He saw the attack, so he knew.
No, he saw all of the kobolds and everything on top of the outcropping. He didn't realize what happened when you smushed a kobold under a rock. But yeah, so he's like, he kind of puts 2 and 2 together and then just gets really quiet, and continues on with you guys though still.
Yeah. That was a whole thing.
a whole thing plus rock plus ground doesn't equal kobold friendly, so yeah, okay, so
defying gravity.
I mean, that's not how that works, but sure. Okay, so cool. I need somebody to make me a charisma check. Or all of you can do it. That's too cool too.
Okay.
Nope.
Nat 1, so not me.
8.
14.
21.
Akrat, you are the only one who realizes that it is typical for people to, or for this group to leave a rear guard after a raiding party. So this is expected, and they are also probably expecting them back eventually. So. But you will notice that they weren't wearing anything that was noticeable or notable. So, yes. And then, so you learn from that, that you learn from the rear guard, so you continue on. Yeah. Let me see. So you will, yeah. Like I said, they'll be kind of curious as to why they never reported back. But it would be helpful for you to check in at the outpost for all clear eventually. But I mean, that'll come in the future. So after your long rest, how do you want to proceed? You want to just keep continuing forward?
Well, did we look through all of the stuff that we got?
Yes. All of it was just all of it was just gold or coins or something like that. There wasn't anything on them note-wise or anything like that. No information.
was there no symbology or anything denoted cults?
There was a insignia or inscribing on one of the bags of the cult or of the humanoids that says the Great Horde to honor the Dragon Queen. But other than that, no. So,
Dragons have a queen. That's vaguely terrifying.
yes.
What can I say except we're dead soon? We're dead soon.
All right. You can. So I also need everyone to make me a perception check. So you will notice you've been traveling for another 8 hours, I'd say. So it's been a while. And you're starting to notice that you're in an area where the outcroppings are on both sides now. With like ledges in them, and you're kind of traveling between them, like where almost it looks like where an old river would have been that dried up. But so what did everybody get for perception?
8.
7.
8.
Did anybody get
18.
above you? Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So you do notice that there is a spot coming up that's about 200 yards away. That's like a ledge that's about 15 feet higher than ground level, and it's on both sides. So it's odd because the ledges that you're used to in this path are either kind of like 3 feet above the ground or like close to the top. So there hasn't really been any in the middle yet. So you do notice that. You notice that it might be a good place to wait for someone.
And I kind of fly up stealthily to take a look on the other side to see if I see anything there.
Yeah, so there are humans on both sides of the path. When you fly up, you also realize that there is a tiny trail that leads up and around that is only visible from the air. So you can get to it from the ground, but because of the way that the rocks and the vegetation is, you can't see it unless you're above it.
Okay, so that's how the kobolds and everybody else is getting around, and if you're following them and not one of them, they ambush you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. How many humans?
9.
9. Okay.
So do you relay that to the group?
Yeah, I'll sneak back down
Okay.
and tell everybody we don't want to go through there. Unless we want to kill 9 humans.
Which
Not want to.
I'm also killing 9 humans, but whatever.
Yeah. But we can kind of bypass them and find the source of everything, so.
could do that.
Or we could swing around and behind them since they're looking down the wrong way, setting up an ambush.
Fair. Does anybody else have preference? No? Okay. So going up and around, do we want to fight them or do we want to just avoid them in general?
Avoiding would probably be smarter, but we can learn by doing.
That's
Question
fair.
is this a brains operation or
Just keep
no,
The
that's
swimming.
path that they're taking, though, does it look well worn, or is it newer, like they made it themselves?
Which one?
The one that goes around, because I just don't want to lose sight of the rest of the group, because that's where we have to end up. So are they making the path as they go, or is it an existing one?
So it's an existing one.
It is an existing one. Okay.
Yeah, so basically it like the trail or the path that is going down looks to be where most of the big group went, but only because they couldn't fit down the small trail. But they look to be going in the same direction. Just one goes around.
Okay.
So let's take a vote. Fight or avoid? Who wants to fight?
Can I vote for fight if avoid doesn't work?
Yes.
Okay.
So fight if avoid doesn't work. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you go around. I need everybody to roll me a stealth check.
Both.
13.
14.
13. Colby rolled a 3.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I rolled a 6, so
No, we're killing it. Is what this is.
Yeah.
I do have horns, a tail, and giant bat wings. So I'm not really the most inconspicuous person out there.
You would, they would have noticed you, except for the fact that they all rolled between 1 and 6.
Yeah.
So, they don't notice you.
You left the 5 guys from the 305. Is that how that went down?
Yeah. So you have managed to go around without much issue. It does add a little bit onto your time, but I mean, so would have fighting.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Yes. Okay. So after a little while longer, you see what looks like the outskirts of a camp. You can see I have a map.
Map.
You guys are out here. This entire area is the camp.
Ooh.
As you can see, it has different levels. So, you can see that some of the top area seems to be the entrance, I guess, and then it has like a slope down inwards. You can't really see the details of what is on each level from where you're standing, but you can see that there are 2 levels that go down after the top one. But they're all open, so it's not like they're roofs. It's a natural made, like, sinkhole almost, but yeah. Are you gonna approach, or what do you want to do?
What kind of activity can we see right now from where we're at?
From right now, you can see that there are 2 guard towers that are positioned right next to like a gate, but the gate is currently open.
Okay.
And there are people, you can see people moving about inside because it's dusk, so it's not quite dark, but it's also not fully day.
So how many people are down there? Just ballpark? Can we?
A lot. It's a whole, like, a group camp. So there are You can see people who are obviously prisoners. You can see people who are the different ranks. And there's just a lot of people. So you will not be able to take on everybody in this camp.
So are we supposed to find the camp and report back, or find the camp and do something to it, or?
You were supposed to, one, find out who was attacking, who the raiders were working for. And two, you were supposed to look and see if you could find the monk.
Does it look guarded or more heavily watched than any other area? Like where you prisoner?
So you can't really see, but that you assume that it's probably on one of the lower levels, because the upper level it seems like a ring of tents. So they look to be like the cooks or the guards or just like the workers.
Do we see, what's the mixture? Are there more humans, more kobolds, 50-50?
So there are quite a few humans, and then there are a couple people who look like that.
Okay.
And then there are some drakes, and some kobolds.
We don't have any humans in our party, do we?
I pull out the purple cultist robes that I have kept.
Those of you who are paying attention to the people inside of the camp, roll me a insight check.
14?
30-20?
30-20.
Okay. So those of you who got above 15 will be able to realize that most of the people, the humans, and the other races in here are not wearing those robes. Just the dragon folk that I showed you, and then a couple of the more powerful looking humans are wearing them. But those humans also don't look like they have left this camp.
I mean, we could sit and watch for a while to see if they have like a set up guard rotation. I mean, I don't know how we've only been here a few minutes. I don't know how organized this is. And maybe we can see if there's anyone important looking enough to question somehow.
Those of you who, so all of you actually, because all of you were there, but those, roll a history check.
320?
0. I rolled a 1 - 1.
Woo!
I don't even know what history is.
And it was yesterday.
All right. So, Dr. Dawnbreaker, it seems like you're the only one who will remember this thing that I showed you over here. You will recognize him. He seemed to be the leader in the Raiders.
Okay, so I got a bunch of those guys.
There seems to be, you've only seen him, but you have you've seen him and one other. But there's not a bunch of them. There's just him and one other that you've seen anyway.
Okay. And I'm guessing, are they like towards the middle, or would it be possible to grab one? Or
They are definitely not on the outskirts of the camp. They are more towards the middle. They keep going, up and down the levels. So, what do you want to do? You want to just waltz right in?
try to disguise ourselves in the robes and hope we can pass for powerful humans? Who are the most likely to pass for powerful humans? Obviously, the Kenku and the Tiefling are out.
The robe have a hood.
Yes.
Okay, so I could do.
Pass.
I can do disguise self.
Oh, that's even better.
So we have two. You're an elf, yes, Lily?
Me? No, I'm a shifter.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
A shifter.
Mm-hmm. You know how a half elf is a human and an elf? A shifter is a weir and a human.
Okay. So could you pass or no for humans?
With a hood, yes.
So the whole ears thing again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if we both got cloaks over or hoods over the top of our ears, it could probably be okay.
You could definitely try. Or you could just have the flying tiefling just fly in and announce herself.
Shot down.
Yes, because that'll go fantastically.
Well, I've got my familiar, but like I don't know. I don't want my owl getting shot either.
I guess it just, I mean, unless we had more information about how they're moving around, or if we wait till it gets darker and there was some way to help separate them out, then we'd be able to maybe do a snatch and grab, but...
Do you want to spend a couple minutes looking at their patterns? Yeah? Okay. Go ahead and roll insight again then.
13.
Natural 20.
12.
All right. So you, Dahlia, will be able to realize that every once in a while, people just kind of walk in. They don't really question them. They just walk in.
Okay, so it's, act like you're supposed to be there and no one's going to say nothing. Okay. Now, are they coming in groups or are they coming in more one at a time?
It varies. There doesn't seem to be any groups larger than 5. But 5 plus kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks to be like some of the straggler groups that they had left behind on their path. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Are they, when they're coming in, are they carrying bags of treasure with them?
Some of them, yes.
Okay, so if they have robes and you carry that bag in with you and you took Kobe, you'd look like you're supposed to be there, maybe.
Well, one thing that I will point out with that insight, you will notice that the people who are walking in are not wearing robes.
Right.
Are they wearing anything similar?
No.
Are they all? Yeah. Do they have if they're not wearing robes, what are they wearing, or is it just a ragtag?
It seems like they're just wearing adventurer clothing or whatever scraps they could find.
Okay.
The topsy-turvy town.
Maybe you're better off not having robes.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple necessities.
So
they're coming in and out every once in a while. Could we find look at where they're coming in and out and nab one of the groups?
they're not coming in and out, they're just going in.
Okay.
You could try and nab one of the groups, but the groups are usually 4 or 5 humans and a couple of kobolds. So it might be a bit difficult.
Did you mention earlier that there was an obvious area where they might be keeping a tower or something?
So what I said was there isn't an obvious prisoner area, at least from what you can see. You can't see down into the second level. So there may be, but you can't see it currently from where you're at. Because you're about 100 yards away, and the levels are... It's like a sinkhole.
I may be able to change my form into a spider or something like that. Be able to go in.
Could do that. One other thing that you will notice is now that you've been watching for a few more minutes, you realize that there's not just humans, kobolds, and dragonfolk in there. There are a splattering of different races in there. You see some what you think are Ganassi. You think you see some gnomes and some dwarves. There's different races in there as well.
Now, as the people are coming in, are they walking to a particular level?
No. I can't say that. You can't see if they're specifically walking into a specific level. Most of them are going down. So then most of them are not staying on the first level.
Okay.
Whether or not they're going to the second or third, you're not sure.
Okay, so
they are going in one specific area, though. There is one specific gateway that's next to the 2 guard towers. Although, obviously, like I said, the gate is open and doesn't look to be closing. It looks like they might close it after dark, but you're not sure.
So it sounds like we can all sneak in, maybe just as ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just all act like we're supposed to be there.
And how many, we took a bunch of treasure, like how many bags were there?
You have 3 bags of treasure.
Okay.
Which doesn't equate to any specific amount of gold and or valuables because they're all different little trinkets or statues or random coins or bits of food that the kobolds threw in there.
Okay, but at least we'll be able to fake it a little bit more.
Yes. Well, they all look like the same bags.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's probably what's in the other bags as well.
Okay.
But you, from a point of view where you usually deal with gold pieces, this isn't a specific amount of gold. It is a large amount of random items that have low valuable.
Okay. All right, you guys want to try to go in?
Let's do it.
All right.
Following the leader, the leader.
God.
We're following the leader wherever they may go.
All right. So you walk up to the guard, or not the guard post, but like the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And the guards that are there, they just kind of look at you up and down, nod at the kobold,
Bum, bum, bum.
and then step back and let you in.
Okay.
And you walk in, and you see that there, you can see now down into the other layers, or the other levels. The second level looks to be where they keep most of the prisoners. And there are kind of dragon people, but they aren't as dragon-ish as what I showed you. But they look more draconic than regular humans. And they're kind of guarding this large tent where people who are shackled together are going in and out of. The level you're currently on, like I said, has the cooks and the guards and a lot of the people who have like the workers. And then it looks like the lowest level is the one with the high-ranking people and where they are taking the treasure, because that is where they guide, or they kind of like nod you at. But it is midnight, and I have been given the timer warning. So that is where we are going to end for tonight.
All
So
right.
you got a bit of a cliffhanger there.
What
but
can I say except we're dead soon? Dead soon.
you didn't die. I didn't kill Kobe, so
Yay.
you're doing good. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for playing tonight. Thank you to Lisa and Jen for joining the cast on a short notice, and for making this a fun time. So I hope you guys had a good time.
Most definitely. Thank you, family.
Yes, that was great. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely.
It's so much fun.
Yes, and then we will see you. We're going to be every other week now.
Yay!
First and third week of the month now, so it'll be a good time.